And we are back once again in Warhammer Rogue Trader. I got my cup of coffee. I hope you guys do as well. And I think yesterday we stopped next to a dungeon. Yeah, so let's see what it's all about. It's like a small one.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Welcome, your lordiness. Please. Oh, you nitwits. What's going on? Please come right in. Our chief shall greet you. Oh.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
An initial survey of the vessel indicates that my exploratory brethren have already performed a requiem right here. Further examination is inadvisable.
So this is like an Imperial ship? A rusty one?
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Shai is being quite open about her connection to the Lord Captain. Unusual behavior for a princess. It seems the nobles on Ifrit have very different ideas of propriety.
Jai likes to flaunt her trophies and wealth. The Lord Captain.
Well, they're commenting about the relationship I have right in front of me. Like, there is no courtesy. Your lordship, please excuse me. I don't really know your name. Welcome to our little colony. May the light of the Emperor be with you and with us. My name's Rita Maximova. I'm in charge here. Would you believe it? Well-spoken rabble. It is rather sweet in its own way. Go on, then amuse me. Tell me about yourself in this place. Okay, I don't want to be condescending, okay? We just call ourselves Rita. Rita's crew, and this place is Rita's camp. That's it. We're recollegers, scavengers in common terms. Okay, I'd rather use scavengers than whatever that is. She does not speak the word scavengers with any kind of disdain. On the contrary, there is dignity in her voice, the kind with which one would announce their affiliation with a respected guild or a family. Tossing a glance at Pascal, she grimly adds, "And our work is all legal. We, though, your brethren, have no liking for us." Pascal stares dispassionately at Rita with a hint of disgust. Come on, Pascal. Evidently, he has not even considered the possibility that replying at this creature's words could be anything other than heresy. Really? What do you do here? Well, they scavenge, duh. You've got your own ship? You could ask about that. No, not even close. A luxury like that? You could count the scavengers, I'm gonna go with that one, who got their own ship on one hand, an old worker's hand that got sucked into machinery 3 times and slashed by a plasma cutter twice. Jesus. We fly with whoever, mostly just taking our chances. Sometimes we hitch a ride on the promise that we'll pay with what we can find later. Other times we find more other names or means. Risky business, obviously. 5 or so years back, the crew got dropped off at an abandoned station, but something wasn't right with the life support systems. The ship Came back to pick them up years later. Okay. Hitchhikers, scavengers, what an interesting faction. And about 15 years ago, back before I had my first little one, a ship took 3 crews to locations and ran into pirates on the way back. The ships go out on expeditions for a year at a time, so it was ages before anyone realized they were missing. And it was even longer before they remembered the scavengers. Plus, it took some time to find a ship that could check on them and pick them up. Long story short, all 3 crews had bought it. Yeah. I could take you from this place. It's not safe here. Sooner or later, the drift will somewhere so remote that nobody will ever find you again. That sounds like a threat. You tell me about this wreck. Not much. We're not eggheads. Okay. Does she mean like tech priests? That's kind of insulting. We're manual laborers. It's an ancient thing, pretty dangerous, and we don't really know much beyond that. Before we came here, some tech priests had done their own bit of gutting. Ritualing, bowing to the spirits, all that. That lot don't tend to leave a whole lot of valuables behind. It's true, but it's way too scary to go in before them. And we dragged a dozen of their broken servitors out of the mines after. The carcasses smell awful, but you can pluck a decent number of parts out of the servitor and sell them. Doesn't seem like there's anything nasty living inside the wreck now, but the wreck itself is barely holding together. You go a couple of modules from here, and that's it. You won't take another step without fearing that a broken reactor might cook you alive, or a whole module might depressurize. Well, it's nothing we haven't handled before, so we're having a poke at it. But we don't have a clue what the ship is or who it belonged to. Okay. It's been a pleasure to serve you, Lordship. You take part in trade. Can't we trade or something? Sure do. It takes skill and luck and a good head on your shoulders. Yeah, good for you. Oh? Hope you don't judge me too harshly and don't take it as an insolence, but some people, even big people like you, think too highly of themselves. She's pretty blunt. Let's say your ship hops into the warp someday and doesn't hop out of it in time. And around 1,000 years later, another gal like myself who needs to feed her 3 ankle biters will be rifling through its remains, looking for anything good. That's just the nature of things. Each of us comes and goes, but the way the world works stays the same. We all have our lot in life, and mine is just as good as any other. Alright. Nonsense. There are those who are great, and there are those who are nothing. That is the nature of things. That's dogma? In the world of Warhammer, I guess. Two points. I'll take it. If you say so. Your lordship, I'm a simple woman, living in a simple life, having simple thoughts, and if I happen to blurt out some bunkum, whatever that is, that's just because I'm not that bright. Alright, well, could offer a ride, even though it sounds more like a threat, but, you know. But this is our whole livelihood, your lordship. You take us from here, and what are we gonna do? Sit in some hold slaving away? Here we've got our own colony, our own operation. No, this is our path, and we won't stray from it. Can we trade? Right now we're getting this old heap of junk. Slowly but surely, that's a Recollager's life for you. Okay. Doesn't seem that we could... Oh. Okay. There's a part that we could confiscate. Didn't really read through it, so I think I'm just gonna say this. We risked our lives to find this thing and pull it out. This is our trade, what feeds our families. We can't just give it away like that. I don't want to buy it, though. Can we pull a coercion? 50%. We could try it. We failed. No, need to throw your weight around. You may be rabble. We're scrap, but we value our labor. Okay, we could buy it. What did we give in exchange? It's just fuel, dude. Pascal, why did you make it sound like it's a fucking... I don't know. Well, isn't this something? The Emperor himself must have smiled upon us. I mean, thank you, your lordship. You'll be pleased with the results. You know, your lordship, it's kind of embarrassing to offer you this, but over in that corner there, we keep things we don't rightly understand or can't really use. You could send some of your people to check it out if you'd like. Clearly, you know more about this stuff than us. Alright. Please don't take it as insolence, but it's not like I have much choice. It's not often that we get well-stocked ships around here, and we could certainly use more provisions and some warm clothes. If it's something you would be willing to provide, we would gladly barter for it with whatever we can dig up. Yeah, sure.
As it should be.
We need a key. Did we miss a key somewhere? Okay, there's a lot of checks.
I better myself through my service.
Among the wreckage was instruction manual for the duty officer. Okay, that's not what we want.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
Tech use.
Operation successful.
What?
My knowledge has its limits.
Oh man. So I passed something and I failed the other one.
Watches over us.
Could be where the key is. So I'm gonna give it another shot. This is kind of one of the optional locations I've missed on my first playthrough, so I'm not really sure what's going on here. There's nothing but cheap scrap metal.
Never doubt me.
We are bound
Okay.
by the blood of martyrs.
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
So far it's just a bunch of lore stuff. Where would the key be? Can we ask you? No.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
The machine gun grants me insight.
An operative.
Nothing escapes my sight.
Operation successful.
Wow, that's a lot of supplies.
Let us walk this path to the end.
Power it from a local source.
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality. What a shameful failure.
Why? It says we have an 80% chance. Why do we keep failing?
The machine god grants me insight.
65. Okay. The code for the duty officer retrieved from the cogitator aboard the old shipwreck. Safe code. To the old safe. Okay, so that's the key.
We
Let's
shall
see.
reclaim
What
what
do we
is
have here?
rightfully ours.
Whoa. Eldari shit that we can't use. 25% though. Bonus to parry. This is great. If all I could use it. Mimic fibers blend the coloration of the wearer into the surroundings. The cloak grants them 10% dodge. That's neat. She has damage for enemies who hit her. I think I'll just give her the dodge. Or what are you using? For enemies in a 2-cell radius. You're more of a marksman, so maybe you can have the dodge. Where was it? Looks like a kid's bed sheets. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway. Camouflage, I guess you could call it. But not the kind that's cool, you know? Alright, I think we've done everything we could here.
The divine watches over us.
Oh. There's an event also. The light keeps flickering in the bowels of the dead ship as the recollegers go through their usual tasks. Rita Maximova sends you her best regards and asks you what the colony can do for the rogue trader. Dispatch a supply shuttle to them, offer necessary clothes to the colony, ask if the scavenger saw the missing Adeptus Administratum seal. Oh, this is where you could get one if you missed the seal for Jay's quest. This is one of the options, at least. Let's offer them clothes. We are losing cargo, but Rita thanks you for this generosity and sends back a cargo shuttle loaded with dismantled vessel components. It'll be a while before the colony require another shipment. Their needs are satisfied for now. Regardless, they need time to extract new components from the gut of the dead ship. Supply shuttle. That's food, right? Supply as she can. Rita refuses the shipment. The colony needs are met at the present moment. Then why did you... Rita remembers that many years ago, a suspicious fence traded her father a handful of ship components for creative foodstuffs and a strange seal with a clipped coat of arms. The seal is then delivered to you as a sign of respect. Alright. That is everything on this side of the area, I think. Okay. We continue pushing to Kiavagama, but first I'd like to see what these are all about. We got ambushed. I still feel kind of sleepy. I woke up about an hour ago. Had some breakfast. But clearly the cup is not cutting it. We might have to grab a second one later. We'll see. I could use this to force, like, attacks of opportunity. Ah, a taunt, finally. Hold on. Why are we looking at the Vanguard shit? We should be looking at this. AoE heals or penalty to strength and agility. And increase all incoming damage. Obviously. This is what I want for bosses and shit. Or even a large group of mobs. An AoE heal is nice too. Some more movement on him. Can never go wrong with that. I think I'm gonna go with this. I never really tried a melee build with him, but he does have some interesting mechanics. I think I'm gonna go with more tech use. Unless there's a generic... Well, I'd like that on Heinrichs to give him that 2-hander. I just picked it up from the ship, but I have to invest in Lore Xenos. I don't know how much, but maybe just the base level will do. Speaking of stuff, we are getting close to a Xenos chapter, but we're not gonna do it here. We'll level up. Ugh, I can't talk. We will level that shit up later. I think like around here or something. Yeah. Since we don't have many options left, we will just go with more tech use and demolition. And as for our okay, could buff people, allies. Okay, we could increase her resolve even further now when we give her willpower, so that allows us to obviously build momentum even better. Okay. We'll take a navigator talent. This is a free heal every turn or so. Could give them more resistances if we buff them. Could make someone immobilized, or give them better chances to hit, dodge, and do other stuff. I think my next playthrough, the only class I've hated playing so far in this game is assassins. And if you have an assassin in your team, I think this would be pretty nice. Because the thing I hate about assassins is you have to move a lot and you have to look for openings. And how you know which side of the enemy is the opening, it would put like a target mark on either their side, the front, etc. It's kind of like a ship combat thing, you know? You have to pay attention or, focus on different sides of the enemy and all that. It's very odd. I wasn't a fan of it, to be honest. The enemy becomes cursed until the end of combat. We like curses, I won't lie. All incoming warp damage is increased. That could help my main guy do more burn damage, but it's only one enemy, so I don't think it's worth it. Zone of fear. We could move people out of covers and shit. No, I think I'm just gonna take the hit buff. Okay. We'll just pick a generic thing with them. Maybe agility, since we already picked ballistic, fellowship, or even perception. No. If I do perception, it'll be 3.5. And if I do agility, we bump it up to 5, which I like whole increments, you know? Some more dodge wouldn't be so bad either, but I'm thinking offensively more right now. We could reset the cooldown of Inspire and Linchpin with this. Or we could even do this. But I think this is only a melee attack. With a single shot or strike. This. Okay. It's pretty cheap for an attack, also. It's only one attack power. Action point. So. This, however, costs me no action points. But it will cost me health. Which is not really bad, considering when we build a lot of momentum, we give our entire team free HP. So the cost is not that much, you know. I think I'm gonna go with this. Then next time, pick up, finish the job or something. Alright. And there's this annoying ambush. So we'll try to be quick about it.
Look upon the Emperor's safely cruel our revolution. I'll live another day.
See what we have here in this solar system. A cool looking sun or whatever. Ship combat. A few planets. Any mechanism similar. A mirror. Okay. This planet is devoid of even the most primitive forms of life. However, the crew has made quite a strange discovery. A mirror lying right in the center of a huge crater. A completely ordinary mirror in a frame, but by all appearances in pristine condition. We can destroy it. Take it aboard the ship. Okay, let's take it. The mirror now hangs on the wall in one of the compartments. It looks completely normal, however, only an hour after its arrival, the Voxmaster reports that the shuttle crew that delivered the mirror disappeared. Of course. The people who hung the mirror have also disappeared. Even the enforcer who wandered into the compartment by mistake and stopped to fix his new non-regulation cravat has vanished without a trace. Jettison the mirror? What does that mean? Could try to blow it up, I guess. Obviously it seems cursed, so we took damage. Our ship took damage. Deciding that half measures would not be enough, the Lord Captain gave the order to blow up the compartment. The demolition team carried out the procedure with pinpoint precision, resulting in minimal damage to the rest of the vessel. However, the picked recorder in the service call sent to survey the situation showed that the mirror was not damaged in the slightest, and it was now lying in the cavity left by the explosion. What the fuck? Send a team with righteous prayers on their lips. Could do this, I guess. The team sent to destroy the mirror stopped responding the moment they entered the compartment. How about I go and see what the fuck's going on? Dispatch the group of servitors to smash the mirror. Okay. That did not work. Send in a team with righteous prayers on their lips. Stopped responding as soon as we sent them. We took even a lot of ship damage. Jesus. Hold up. We could spare it, but... Is it out of the ship now? The ship's tech priest mournfully set to work, beseeching the machine spirit for forgiveness after a series of targeted explosions and depressurization procedures. They assured the Lord Captain that the mirror was gone, just in case. All cavities were filled with blessed cowlick and Benharic hymns were sung for 2 days and nights. There were no further incidents, and the ship was able to continue its journey. Okay. Yeah, we'll stick with that, I guess. A vigilant member of the Ogre crew has detected a small Xenos vessel drifting through the void. Okay. Send a boarding shuttle. Open fire on the inhuman scum. Send a boarding shuttle. The squad boarded the vessel without issue. Corrosion had laid waste to the ship's systems, which led to death of the entire crew. The interior is full of Aldari corpses. No weapons were found on the board, and the dead Xenos, judging by their clothing, were not part of any warrior caste, merely the crew of the now defunct ship. We got scraps? No, we spent scraps. Okay. Flat steel, we don't need that at the moment.
This will be exciting.
Drokari. Okay. Only 2 ships, if I'm reading this right. Leech torpedoes. Okay. We'll focus the front side of the ship.
Unleash the power of our lance batteries.
Continue nuking the front side. Then we could flip the ship. I don't know what side I'm scanning, so I'll hang on to this. Could try this. To dispel the thing. I should have done that in the beginning. Then
Rain destruction upon our enemies.
put a torpedo right on the side. It's gonna move, but I think we could tail it. Okay. And with that, we end our turn. Okay, we could send the torpedo to this. Nice. And then get back to business.
Bring doom to our enemies.
If we're gonna continue hitting it, might as well.
Unleash the power of our lance batteries.
Or no, we're not close, unfortunately. But never mind.
Destruction confirmed. Praise the Omnissiah.
Bring doom to our enemies. Deliver their demise. Lock on and launch.
Or we could flip it and kill it, right?
The target was the distraction.
Okay.
Our technological superiority was obvious.
Okay, that's everything here.